Hello, my name is Aprajit Lohan and I have secured All India rank 174 in UPSC CSE 2019 examination. I completed my graduation in 2018 and this was my first attempt, and I have been fortunate enough to clear this examination at the age of 23. I took political science and international relations as my optional for the UPSC. Even though my background was technical, I completed my BTech from IIT Bombay. But given that my background was technical, I chose Piyush Chobe sir's, that is the IAS Core Coaching Institute, to be my guide, and I would like to thank them that he was my constant guide throughout my journey. Although I was at home after 2018 and I took virtual coaching from sir, but I never faced any difficulties, whether it was any doubt or for the test which I gave, the answer writing practice and the feedback which I got. It was very smooth, and definitely I would like to thank sir because he had a huge role to play in my success. I would also like to share my strategy, and before that I would like to tell you that why I chose political science and international relations as my optional subject. When I was going through the different optional subjects available for me, then I would like to say that it was majorly a strategic decision to choose PSIR. It was because the consistency of results have been quite good in this optional subject. I was scared that there would be innumerable number of books or the vast syllabus of the optional subject, because it takes about 5 to 6 months to cover PSIR, or as compared to other optionals which are comparatively smaller in size. So, but I would like to say that even if you have technical background, you can definitely perform very well. The only thing that you have to keep in mind is that you will have to be very concise and very precise about the sources that you from where you read, and for that coaching will play a huge role. For example, my only two sources, the authentic and the only two sources, were Piyush Chobe sir's class notes which I made, as well as the printed notes which I got from IAS Core. Apart from that, you will have to complement these notes with your current affairs, or from the printed notes of the other reputed coaching institutes if you want to, and from the other current affairs sources such as RSTV for international relations, from IDSA, and apart from that, why I chose political science was because that although it has a very vast syllabus, the syllabus overlaps with almost every other paper. For example, in GS1 there is society. In GS2, the GS2 is completely polity and international relations, which is completely covered through this optional. GS3, there are various topics in economy, in land reforms, which are covered in political science. And then in GS4, because in political science paper 1 section A, we read about a lot of scholars and their theories, and whatever the theories and ideologies which they gave can be directly utilized in the ethics paper, that is GS4. Even I was fortunate enough that one of the topics in the essay paper section A was completely philosophical, and I could directly use some of the ideologies such as individualism, communitarianism, the ideas of Hobbes, Locke and Rousseau could be directly used in that essay. So I would like to suggest that even if you have technical background, don't be afraid of the vast syllabus, but also see the benefits that it will give you. Moreover, you also have the best guidance and the material that is easily available for political science, which would not be the case in other optional subjects. And given that your optional is very scoring, you can easily score about from 280 to 320 marks, and without that you will not be able to clear, just because in the general studies everyone gets almost equal and the average marks. So optional is very scoring, and it is it should be a very thoughtful decision. You should go through all the optional, the syllabus, the previous year questions, and on the YouTube videos of various toppers and what they have to say about their optionals, and only after that you should decide. After taking due time, you should decide that what your optional subject will be. By August, when I joined sir's coaching, I had completed about 50% of my general studies, and both my polity and international relations, the basics, the static portion was covered in that. And I also developed an interest towards IR, and this was also one of the reasons why I took PSIR as my optional. So the strategy, I would like to tell you the section wise which are there. For example, in paper 1 there are 2 sections. Section A is mainly about the scholars, their theories and ideologies, which is not linked to current affairs at all, and there is a proper static portion that you will have to read and read again so that you can remember their books, their names, their ideologies, and the technical words are very important when you write answers. So for this you will have to prepare comprehensive notes, and for that I have already told you two sources are more than sufficient. One is the Piyush Chobe sir's class notes, and the other are the printed notes which you will get from the IAS Core or from other reputed coaching institute. Once you are done with the static portion, then we move on to the section B, that is the IGP, Indian Government and Polity. This is a complete overlap with General Studies paper 2. So in this, people generally suggest that you should go through DD Basu. I personally did not do so because I had already read Lakshmikant, and I thought that I will utilize my time by reading some other material or some other book. So I read Lakshmikant for for section B of paper 1 also, and this was complemented by my class notes and the current affairs. The current affairs in this section is very important, and in paper 1 or paper 2, at both the places, the previous year questions will also play a very huge role, because the questions tend to repeat. Once, if a question is asked about one scholar, for example, when we study scholars, it is in pairings. For example, Aristotle and Plato are read together, then Hobbes, Locke, Rousseau are read together. So you can, if you go through previous year questions, you will see that if a question is asked about Plato in the previous year, there is very high chances that Aristotle will be asked in the next year. Similarly, in the Hobbes, Locke, Rousseau, there will be at least one question from these three scholars. And similarly goes the ideologies. For example, individualism, communitarianism, socialism, or liberalism. If modern liberalism is asked, then you can just give it a reading and make priority the other forms of liberalism. For example, neoliberalism or the classical liberalism. That way you will have to filter out the priority areas, and because the syllabus is very vast, you will have to do so that you can focus completely on the scoring portions. Apart from that, as I mentioned, that I did not follow books. Maybe you can say that I also had some type of books phobia, because I don't like a compilation of books. The compilation has already been done by the coaching institutes, and it is easily available in the market, so you can directly refer them. I got some suggestions to follow Andrew Haywood or DD Basu or Yojana or Kurukshetra, but I did not follow any of them. There is a current affairs magazine of reputed institutes that you can easily get in the market for the add-ons, and also the political science notes are easily available. So I would just say that you will have to keep your sources minimum, and if you are taking coaching, you will have to definitely trust on the teacher or the professor who is teaching you. Then understanding is the major role which is played in the political science. For example, I have heard from many students, from my colleagues or the future aspirants, that because the syllabus is very vast, they are unable to remember the different scholars or the quotations or whatever they have to quote in the answer writing, in the main answers. So I would just like to suggest that you will have to go with the flow. The flow and the scholars which come naturally to you, only those should be mentioned. Their books, definitely they will have to be learnt, but it should not be like you are forcing those scholars or their books inside an answer. The flow or the natural flow, inclusion of these scholars is definitely needed, whether it is in IR or in the general studies or in the political science paper 1. But it should not be like you are artificially or forcefully including these scholars in that. And the main, as I mentioned, that the previous year questions are very important, and at the same time the answer writing for optional plays a huge role, because as I mentioned that the syllabus overlaps with the general studies. The answer writing of optional should be your priority. If you are able to write answers in political science which are in the paragraph forms, the answers which are to be written in the point forms in general studies will be very easy. So as soon as my prelims was over and I got to know that I would be able to get through, I shifted to Delhi, because I wanted to write the test in the same atmosphere in the examination or the class, in the examination halls or the classrooms which are available, and I shifted there. I gave almost, maybe at some point of time, I even gave 2 to 3 tests per day. So the answer writing time which you will give between prelims and mains, that will decide your rank, that will decide that how much edge you can gain over the other candidates. So answer writing is must. and you will have to go with the flow. But the flow will be determined only if you follow the 4R dictum. The 4R dictum is that you will have to read, revise, retain, and then reproduce. So if you are covering all the books and you are just going through them just once, you will not be able to retain or reproduce. So I would just say that you will have to read from one source 1,000 times and not from 1,000 sources just once, because you just have 8 to 8.5 minutes to read the question, to comprehend it, and to analyze it, and then produce a very good answer. Whether you break up the question into different parts and then you answer it, or you write it in a flow, that is completely upon your writing skills. But you will have to be very thorough with the syllabus, with the class notes. The class notes are like your Bible. You will have to read them a lot of times, and that is that has been my strategy, to restrict my number of sources and read them again and again. Similarly, as I have mentioned about the classes, the virtual classes which I took from Piyush Chobe sir, I also joined the test series of GS Core after my prelims, and even in the test, after every test, after I got them checked, I used to sit with sir. I discussed with him a few tests, and he clearly and very precisely pointed out that how you could increase half mark in this question, how you could increase 1 mark in this question. And I think that gave me an edge over other candidates, because there are some additional and add-on points, or you can say the points which will fetch you half or 1 mark extra. That can be done only if your basics are very strong, and then you comprehensively make comprehensive notes from different sources such as the IDSA or the RSTV or the Current Affairs magazine. So this has been my strategy for preparation for political science, and I would like to again thank Piyush Chobe sir, because he has played a huge role in my success. Thank you.